It's never been a better time to be interested in a full-featured off-road pickup. Chevy and GMC now both have top-of-the-line flagship trucks that are made to master the path less traveled, and right from the factory with no aftermarket accessories required. From Chevrolet, you have the Silverado ZR2, and from GMC, the Sierra AT4X. Both are absolutely brand new and pack a lot of technology that we've never seen in a GM full-size pickup before. But if you thought these two machines were carbon copies of each other, one with a Chevy bow tie and the other with a GMC badge, well, you are wrong. In fact, while both of these off-roaders share a lot of parts, each has their own set of features, style, and capability. Hi, I'm Zane from GM-Trucks.com, and we're lucky enough to have these two machines here side by side with us today. So let's take this opportunity to find out the similarities and the differences between the Chevy Silverado ZR2 and the GMC Sierra AT4X. Both the Silverado and the Sierra are based on General Motors' T1 full-size truck platform, which has been in production since 2019. But recently, in the 22.5 model year, both trucks received significant upgrades inside and out. The ZR2 and the AT4X are both powered by a 6.2-liter V8 engine, putting out around 420 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission. They both share the same four-wheel drive system that has not only a high and low range, but also exclusive locking front and rear differentials. Both also have added underbody protection, a beefed-up rear leaf spring suspension, and an extremely high-tech DSSV spool damper on all four corners. And yes, both have the option for the Multi-Pro and Multi-Flex tailgates. But the similarities end there, and the differences actually begin to accumulate rather quickly. You see, aside from the general stuff like the engine, the transmission, the drivetrain, and the suspension, the ZR2 and the AT4X are a little bit more different than you may think. So we're here on the outside. Let's take a look and compare the two. The Silverado ZR2 is styled to be muscular, bold, and aggressive. You've got this power bulge on the hood and an absolutely massive front grille with a flow tie, and also this huge badge on the front fender to remind you that this is a ZR2, and an overall general feeling that this truck just might want to eat you if you look at it wrong. But things are different with the AT4X. GMC has taken a much sleeker approach, not really deviating much from the standard Sierra's styling cues, and bringing in actually a few high-end touches from the Denali trim. The front end on the AT4X is much smoother and sleeker than the ZR2, looking more office professional in the process. The satin finish on the front grille is classy, not sporty. The front bumper is pulled directly from the AT4, is body colored, and wraps neatly around the big 32-inch off-road tires. But the front bumper on the Silverado ZR2 is steel and unique to the ZR2. It's a high clearance and high approach design, sitting way up on the vehicle's beltline. Any interference with the terrain in front of you or the tires themselves has been moved well out of the way. And that fact allows the ZR2 to actually run rubber that is 1 inch bigger than the AT4X at 33 inches tall. Moving on to the inside, whether or not you're sitting in the ZR2 or the AT4X, you're going to see a lot of differences and a lot of the same switchgear. Both trucks have GM's new Android Power infotainment system, color heads-up display, and fully digital gauge cluster. They also both use the same HVAC controls, piano keys, console shifter, and even steering wheel. But the dash layout, stitching colors, and switch placement between the two interiors is unique. The AT4X has a taller dash that looks big and burly, while the ZR2 has a lower overall dash height and feels more compact and lean. The door panels between the two models are the same, but both have their own unique texture and style that are different between the Chevy and the GMC. The Sierra AT4X also has a few more premium options than the ZR2 does, including a nicer and more adjustable set of seats, which also include a massage feature, and a soft and luxurious suede headliner. And also, while the ZR2 has a 7-speaker Bose audio system, the AT4X has a nicer 12-speaker Bose Centerpoint audio system. For many years, the Silverado and the Sierra have been considered badge-engineered carbon copies of each other. Well, not anymore. You know, picking out whether you want to buy a Silverado or a Sierra is now a lot harder than just deciding which one you like the styling of more, because they each have their own looks inside and out, their own unique features, and their own price points. So it's just a little bit more complicated than deciding which one you like the styling of more. You have to consider, what am I going to use it for? What features do I need every day? And how much do I want to spend? So if you're looking for a sporty weekend off-roading machine that not only looks aggressive, but has the most capability possible, then you're probably going to lean towards the ZR2. But if you want a classy, professional truck that you can take clients to lunch in during the day and then rock down gnarly trails in the evening to your favorite fishing hole, you're probably going to lean towards the Sierra AT4X. But at the end of the day, both are the most capable full-size off-road trucks that either Chevrolet or GMC have ever made. And that is truly exciting, because you can't really go wrong with either of them. So now that we've learned a lot about the ZR2 and AT4X, I think it's time to take this ZR2 out off-road just a little bit and stretch our legs and see what it can do. Now, you might have noticed something peculiar. The ZR2 has temporary plates, while the AT4X has dealer plates. Well, that's because the AT4X was loaned to us by GMC. But the ZR2, on the other hand, well, we just actually picked that up yesterday. And it's the new GM-Trucks.com long-term review truck. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're gonna have a lot more videos featuring this ZR2 in the near future. But for now, this Silverado, since it only has about 60 miles on it, I'm really itching to see what its true capability might just be off-road. So I'm gonna go back into the woods behind where we've been filming here for today and try it out.